Hey, RetconRaider here, with special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Eerie V23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, Kazorm, Nathan Welch Jr., RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, as we once again forestall our advance on the Ivory Sanctum for what promises to be an interesting adventure, quote-unquote. Though, admittedly, we know very little about it at the moment, aside from the fact that it has something to do with archaeology. But hey, we've presumably all seen Indiana Jones, The Mummy, Romancing the Stone. There's a lot to be said for archaeological adventure, so let's get some rest and then we'll get the deets. It is interesting how differently people understand the term scum. In that category, I would include those who spend their lives in idleness, like plants, capable of only drawing moisture from the soil and bathing in the rays of the sun. Why did you take such a circuitous route just to call me a useless piece of rubbish? I have no qualms about calling you an uptight, malicious automaton who is patently avoiding acknowledging his own hubris. So please, do not hold back on my account. It's nice to see those two getting along. An older man in dusty traveling clothes waves at you. His face is tanned, but his gray eyes are bright. Commander, aren't you the commander? Well met. My name is Lathimas the Antiquarian. I study ancient relics. Perhaps you've heard of me, though if you haven't, it doesn't matter. No, sorry. Never heard of you. Completely drawing a blank. Ah, that's fine. I don't chase glory. It's enough for me to know that I bring knowledge to the people of Golarion. Some have used my discoveries to earn fame and fortune, but I remain a simple antiquarian. So what do you like, buy and sell antiques? That's kind of interesting, I guess. Lathimas shrugs. Alas, I don't. They call me the Antiquarian because of my love for ancient items that might otherwise seem mundane and useless. Few understand the principles of archaeology. Sometimes even a shard from an old oil lamp is enough to shine a light on the darkness of history. Are you sure you've got the right guy? The storyteller's just outside. What could you possibly need with me? Well, I'm planning a rather dangerous expedition, and I will need the help of a strong, skilled warrior. Not without recompense, of course. I found an ancient map leading to a certain cave system. A dragon burial ground. But it wasn't merely a place where old dragons came to die. I have a theory that once upon a time, a great battle took place in these caves, and many relics and artifacts were left behind. You're waging a long and difficult war. Help me uncover the secrets of the dragon burial ground, and I will give you all of my savings. Believe me, I've earned a lot during my years of travel. All I need is for someone to clear the way down in the caves. Who knows what sort of demons inhabit that place now? Okay, well, I mean, you've had my attention since the word recompense. But all this chatter about artifacts and life savings, that certainly sweetens the pot. You mind if I ask a few questions about this gig? Of course. I will answer any questions you have. Alright, well let's start with this. Why me? I mean, I could just give you an armed escort. Lathimas looks around. Don't think that I'm trying to disparage them, but they are ordinary soldiers after all. What if we discover treasure down below? Will they resist the allure of gold for the sake of science? Will they keep our expedition a secret, even if my competitors promise them huge sums of money? No, I'm sorry. I will only rely on someone who is trusted by the Queen. Oh wow, so you have really come to the wrong guy. But I do like the sounds of dragon treasure and huge sums of money. By the way, where exactly did you get this map? I bartered it from a ranger in exchange for an amulet. The ranger wasn't keen on going deeper into the world wound, and I doubt he even understood how valuable this map might be for science. I dare say he made a poor bargain. Right. And what exactly is it that you're hoping to do with this seance? I'm interested in dragon history, from the days of Apsu and the creation of Dahak up to now. But dragons are reclusive creatures, and they don't enjoy discussing their history with strangers. Sure, we know about many historical conflicts involving dragons, but as for large-scale battles between dragons, they prefer to keep quiet about those, and thus we historians remain in the dark. And then suddenly I find a map that identifies this cave system and its surrounding area as a dragon burial ground. But mass burial sites are so uncharacteristic of their kind. Dragons are reclusive by nature, both in life and in death. I assume an ancient battlefield awaits us there. But who fought whom? And for what cause? This is what we have to find out. Can you imagine? We could discover a brand new, hitherto unknown page of history. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's great. Apsu, Dahak, am I supposed to know who those are? Apsu is known as the god of metallic dragons. In the dawn of time, he was born from the purest waters, and together with his dreaded spouse, whose name I'm afraid to say, he sired many creatures in a multitude of worlds. His kingdom lies far beyond this world, among flying islands and wandering stars. Dahak, his proud and fearless son, was one of the first dragon gods. He chose the path of destruction instead of creation. He settled in hell, founding his own kingdom of flames and agony. Dahak fought alongside his father and the other gods to defeat Rovagug. Yet, after the battle, he swore that one day he would return and destroy Apsu, once and for all. He still dwells in his hellish palace, finding new ways to wreak havoc on Golarion. Such is his uncontrollable nature. Right, yeah, I knew that. I was just making sure you did. So what exactly are you hoping to find out here? I seek evidence that a raging battle was fought there, and perhaps also evidence of the reasons for such a conflict. Dragons would not gather together for such a large battle over some petty, inconsequential feud. Oh no, they must have had a serious reason. And that, perhaps, is the biggest mystery of all dragon kind. Huh. It's starting to sound like dragons might take exception to us poking at this. And what is your decision? Oh, I'm in. Dragon treasure, your life savings, that all sounds good to me. I'm just getting myself mentally prepared for another dragon fight. Splendid. Lathimas smiles, but the smile doesn't reach his observant gray eyes. I shall immediately head to the cave entrance and await you there. I think I can handle this part of the journey. But as for the dangers that wait down below, I fear I know nothing about them. Oh, Thaberdine. Good day to you, Commander. Thaberdine is in a good mood, and as he smiles, his yellow teeth shine almost as brightly as the gold crown on his head. Are you planning any new heroic battles? Good. Here's what I wanted to talk to you about. I remembered something my grandpa told me. A long, long time ago, before all this hassle began in Sarkarus with demons and other hooligans, there was this old witch who made moonshine. She was famous throughout the country. She made terrific liquor. My grandpa, the king, used to go to her, drink her moonshine, and boast about it to all and sundry. Mouth-watering stuff it was. She's obviously been dead for a long time now, but her hut is still standing after all these years. How about you go there and take a look? What if her equipment still works? The cauldron, the still, maybe even a bottle or two of that miracle liquor is left, eh? I know the way. Grandpa told me how to get there. But I'd need your heroic power to get past the demons. So, are you up to it? Yeah, maybe. Tell me more about this witch. I don't know her name, but she was a clever one. She was always inventing something. Of course, nobody liked having such a know-it-all in Sarkarus, but they put up with her for the sake of good liquor. And then the demons came, and everyone forgot about her. Best liquor in Sarkarus? You know, I would be skeptical, but last time you sent me on a wild goose chase, I found exactly what I was looking for, so yeah, I'm in. I'll check it out. Now that's what I like to hear. Liquor's important for a soldier. It's liquid courage, and gives us strength to fight. But, all right, I won't distract you. Good luck in your battles. As you watch the king walk away, you once again feel an inexplicable premonition. Something tells you that you'll find more than just liquor in the moonshiner's hut. You don't say. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I know exactly what this is, but I was really expecting to hear about it from the Wardrobe Council, not from Thaberdine. That's interesting. Regil looks at you indifferently. It's apparent that something in his attitude has changed. He has lost the apprehension with which he once watched your every step. With a nod, he conveys that he's drawn his conclusions. But nothing to say. That is also interesting. Lack of apprehension might indicate he trusts us more, or at least that he doesn't consider us an active threat. That's probably a good thing. Alright, let's get out to the world map. We're setting our sights on the Dragon Burial Ground today. I'm thinking the Desolate Hovel won't come until after the Ivory Sanctum. So where are we headed? There's the Desolate Hovel, right next to the Legacy of the Ancients, so we'll have a quick way to get to it once our teleportation circle's up. But again, we're doing the Ivory Sanctum before we do the Hovel. And there's our burial ground, way northwest, past the Petrified Library. Oh shoot, wait, that fort might actually be blocking our path to it. We might need to get Age-booyah's assassins up there. Shoot, that does complicate things because we've got her way south. Report. The Royal Council has expressed their thanks to the commander for the integrity demonstrated in the conflict with Andoran. A fresh corps of troops pulled from the garrisons of lesser importance is headed to Dresden. Nice, that's our reinforcements for Age-booyah's crew. Okay, so that gives us another reason to pull her up north. Yeah, we already have a group of reinforcements en route to Age-booyah's crew. And these guys are the same exact troop type, so we can just stack those two on top of each other. Make this slightly more efficient. As for Age-booyah herself, we're already down here, so we might as well knock these guys out. Or die trying. Okay, we could just nuke these three. That's pretty solid. But let's hold for a second. Wait to see where the mammoths go. Shoot, yeah. Yeah, that was hoping for too much. Fair enough. Zombie doggos are down. You've got to whittle their other heavy hitters. Nice. Hold the mastodons. Smilos are down. Right. That's not too bad. Yeah, we're good. We've pretty much won. Huzzah! The pack of sick and rabid beasts battled with unprecedented rage, driven on by a sinister old man wearing the rags of a druid. The putrid smells emanating from his body sent the Crusaders into convulsions. In a stentorian voice, he declared that all living things must die for new life to rise from the ashes and perpetuate the eternal cycle. On the face of the crazed fool grew hideous toadstools. He was finally slain with a blade. With all due precautions, his creepy, crooked druid staff was handed over to the commander. That is a very strange-looking staff, but thank you, I guess. I'll add that to the list for our next reader episode. So that was the easier of the two. I'm less certain about the Succubi army. And I don't think we can go any further down here. I think this is as far as you can actually get this sort of loop here until Act 5. Let's have the assassins fall back to this crossroads here. At least until we know whether or not we're going to need them to access the burial grounds. We'll push our party to exhaustion just to check it out real quick. Oh, sure, why not? It is nice to wet our blades at least once per episode. And this gives us a chance to fix our marching order. Again. That looks okay. Ooh, yuck. Nabasu. Time makes jello of us all. We've got a second Nabasu there too. But thankfully no other serious threats.
Sight.
Thank you all, Jeff. No, stop that. And we're good. Which gets us ever so slightly closer to level 14. I do actually think we're going to hit at least level 15 by the end of Act 3. Also, it looks like we've got a clear path, so we will not need Age-booyah. And exhausted. Alright, Age-booyah. You can get back to what you were doing. We'll also bring the reinforcements up. Oh wow, I did not have them in the right spot. Well. Good luck. Okay, first things first. We have to nuke those archers. Nice, nice. The cavalry is also a problem, but one thing at a time. Archers out. Did you resist? I don't... You did not. On the upside, clerics don't do much damage, so if we were going to lose someone, that's not the worst. The downside being that, of course, we now lose access to our secondary healing. Ow. But not as ow as it could have been. Ow. Oh boy. Here we go. Die, please. Getting there. Clerics are back next round. Oh, nice. Oh, crap. I did not plan that out right at all. Let's get that patched. You succubi. Oh my goodness. All right, well. It's cool. We've got this. We're just cutting it way too close. That's the succubi. Huzzah! And just under our infirmary limit, too. I mean, that's a point in the Cuirassar's favor. I don't think the Hedge Knights would have survived that. The unit that was moving toward Dresden, but fell under the Succubi's charms, has been defeated. Any survivors will be handed over to the priests to cleanse their souls. The dead shall be laid to rest. Only the Succubi who committed this villainous act were chopped into pieces and dishonorably burned. Also, Age-booyah gained a level, which will go towards Breath of Life. Certainly couldn't hurt to have some more potent healing on hand, as we just saw. Yeah, we'll go with Breath of Life. It's either that or a buff, and generally speaking, I don't see us wasting a turn on buffs in Crusade mode. Hey, and look at that. Our second enchanting project is done. Let's have a look at our options real quick. Zon Kuthan's Suffocating Caress. +4 padded. Very stiff. The wearer suffers a -2 penalty to attack rolls in Con. Gotta say, this isn't sounding very good so far. Electricity resistance 30. If they suffer electric damage, they gain bonus damage on their next spell. That is so situational. I really feel like it doesn't offset the penalties it imposes. Webstrider. +3 padded armor, which grants a +2 morale bonus on dexterity, meaning it will stack with your average enhancement bonus from a belt or spell. Shroud of Eternal Hunger. Also +3 padded, which grants a +3 bonus against fear and nauseated, and whenever the wearer is attacked with a spell, the enemy must pass a will save or become nauseated themselves. That one's not terrible. Nice save bonus. The on-hit effect's not bad. My main point of criticism would be that the effect only triggers on enemy spellcasters, who will have naturally high will saves. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll go with this one. The relic that was created from the altar of the first retriever is attracting practitioners of secret knowledge. A druid who has arrived in Dresden is asking for permission to cleanse the sacred item of corruption. A dark priestess from Nidal wishes to dedicate it to her patron, Zon Kuthan. And a frenzied worshipper of Lamashtu yearns to awaken the spirit of the long-dead monster, who will be given the right to touch the relic. The druids? And the druidic magic has cleansed the item woven from the web of the first retriever. By summoning the totem of the spider, a skilled and patient retriever, they have exorcised the spell from this dark relic. Super fantastic, extra good. Another tool for our arsenal. And let's do this, yes. We'll get that one going, collect our paltry reward, and then start tinkering with yet another relic. Okay. We are in pretty good shape. Oh, hey. There's our final staff upgrade for Act 3. Slot frees up tomorrow, so we'll get that going once we're done with the burial ground. That just leaves logistics and military, both of which are trailing a bit. Alright, let's get some rest, and then we'll at least poke our head into the burial ground.
If my gran could see me now, I wonder what she'd say. I wonder what put that in my head. Well, that's my night ruined now. I'm gonna hear that old hag's voice in my head all day tomorrow.
Well, that is rough. Yep, as expected. No way further into the world wound, so we'll just have Age-booyah hook up with her reinforcements. Obviously, at this point, we're not going to have time to actually run through this place, but we'll at least get ourselves set up. Dragon Burial Ground. Inconspicuous caves discoverable only with the help of a knowledgeable guide or incredible luck. Inside, not far from the entrance, are the bones of over a dozen different dragons. Oh, that's like a little baby dragon. That's sad. This skeleton wears elven armor. Someone folded his arms over his chest and placed a sword into his hands. Lathimas might just be onto something here. And or up to something. The two are not mutually exclusive. Lathimas looks at you from the shadows, and his eyes seem to glow in the dim light. Here you are. I've already explored some of the surrounding area and discovered a number of... but then I doubt you'd be interested. Here's my suggestion. You go first and slay any monsters that might be lurking up ahead, and I'll follow close behind, carefully examining everything. Agreed? Yeah, just remind me, what exactly am I getting out of all this? I'm willing to give you all of my savings. After all, with your help, I'll gain something even better. The incomparable reward of knowledge. And if you chance upon any relics that might be useful for your cause, please don't hesitate to take them as well. All I require for my research are dragon bones. You sure you're not just getting set up to build an army of Draco Liches or something? I've got to say, it just looks like a cave full of bones to me, not like a burial ground or anything. The history of dragons is so deeply rooted in the past. Any evidence we uncover is a wondrous gift. But what concerns me is not the past, it's the future. Dragons fought and fell here in a terrible, bloody battle. But why? For what? Perhaps by knowing why they fought, we can finally put an end to all such conflicts between dragons. Once and for all. As you know, not all dragons are good. Only metallic dragons truly embody such moral principles. Of course there are others, rebels, destroyers, warriors. Yet all of them share a love for solitude and seclusion. So what could have possibly inspired the dragons to form two armies? Even thinking about it fills me with awe. Right, yeah, sure, me too. So have you found any, like, evidence to actually back up your theories, or... Oh, yes. I found a halberd with the symbol of Apsu, as well as a number of skeletons wearing human and elven armor. These weren't just any mere marauders. They were richly dressed warriors. Think about it. Why would anyone but dragons be found in a dragon burial ground? This would only happen if these people also participated in the battle, under the command of their dragon leaders. In addition, I found dragon bones covered in bite marks, and skulls bearing the characteristic signs of damage caused by dragon claws. All of this points to violent death. And if we consider where those bones are located, oh no, this is no mere burial ground. I think if we descend even deeper into the cave, we'll discover evidence of the ancient battle that took place here. Well, I am convinced. We'll check it out. And if nothing else, there should be no shortage of corpses for us to loot, so it's win-win either way. Let's do this. May you be blessed by the greatest of dragons. Thanks. Any particular reason you avoided saying a specific name there? I mean, you haven't really shied away from saying Apsu or Dahak's name before. You only really had issues with it, Apsu's wife, which I'm guessing is the equivalent of Tiamat for this setting. Still not sure whether or not we can actually trust this guy. That said, we're past time. We've got a dungeon ahead of us. We still need to set up our buffs. So I feel like this is a good place to call it. We'll hit the pause button for now. I'll take care of our adventure prep off screen, and we will pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official websites. And if you'd like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon, the YouTube memberships, or the Nexus GG page. Links are in the description.
Well, that's my night ruined now.